right, we are live.
Are we live?
Huh?
Hey, everybody. I'm so excited. I can't see on my end whether we're live or not, so I needed to ask. Listen, I'm so excited because today I am taking over the Big Hug Lady platform. I'm so glad that you joined me. And like I said, I can't see if we're live or not, so Sonia, you're going to have to tell me if we have comments or anything because it doesn't show up for me. But I want to welcome you to the Big Hug Conversations. This is something that the Big Hug Lady has going on. But listen, she interviews other people. You hear from her all the time. You hear from her once a week, every Tuesday night, talking to other people. But tonight we are going to interview her. We are going to get some information from Miss Sonia Lewis and see what she's got going on and why she decided to take on these Big Hug Conversations, why she accepted the call to be the Big Hug Lady. I don't know if, that would have been me. I'm Big Hug for some people. Y'all know about everybody. But we're going to see how she got this call, how she accepted the call, and what she's doing with it. So again, you've heard her interview lots of people. But tonight we are turning the tables and we are going to interview her. So if you have questions, you have comments, please post them, share them so that we can see and I can ask Sonia some of these questions so we can get some answers from her. So Sonia.
Yeah.
Hey girl.
Hey.
How does it feel the tables are turned? Got to get used to that a little bit, huh?
Right. Definitely something different. Now, one might not know this, but I'm nervous about, being out front. And I think I've shared it enough where people do know this about myself. So in knowing that, know that I'm kind of like shaking inside, but at the same time, I'm like pretty excited about it.
You got this. You got this. We're going to learn something about you tonight. We're going to learn something about you. And I can't wait to learn something that I didn't already know. So okay. I'm excited about that. I am very excited about that. So just as we get started, tell me just what does that mean? The biggest hug ever, or the Big Hug Lady. What does that mean to you?
The Big Hug Lady means to me, first of all, it is an identity. I went on this search to figure out what in the world is my purpose, Lord, and he guided me right there. The thing that I have been doing like forever, but just didn't realize that I was doing that, hugging all the time, whether it's physically or just with an encouraging word or, in that manner, but just sharing love, sharing God's love, sharing, compassion with another person, and to let them know that they're seen, they're heard, and whatever the issue is, it ain't over. It's not over. And so it's something about that hug that just creates this barrier, this comfort, an acknowledgement, and it's gonna be all right. So that to me is it's kind of like, I've accepted this is who I am, and it's what I do.
So the hug is really more than just a hug.
Right. Yeah.
The hug is going down to, I see you, I hear you.
Yeah.
And you even mentioned purpose in there.
Absolutely.
So how does that all evolve? How does the hug relate to purpose?
Okay. So the hug, y'all.
Come
So
on now.
I know. You got some good questions, Debbie. Making me dig deep.
Dig it out.
Yeah. So, okay, that thing about that hug and purpose, right? It's like knowing your purpose is like is like that acknowledgement of who you are. You know, it's
Okay.
like that you, you know, and purpose just colliding, you know, it's like your passion, your gift, um, um, you know, all of that that has encompassed you, everything that God placed inside of you, you know, coming to this place of awakening, right?
Yeah.
And and when it's awakened, and it just like moves in the manner in which it was supposed to, in the manner in which he had called it to. And there's confidence there. Um there's a self-love that just will blow your mind, you know. um but years ago, like I said, as I was on this journey to purpose, um I was just guided to, when I go back to high school, middle school and high school, right? And um, classmates would say, "Girl, you always been hugging." You know, you
Okay.
in the yearbooks, you was writing big hug, and it was like, oh wow, I didn't realize that I had been doing that. You know, all that. And even just being that person where, you know, your friends would kind of come to you for advice, or you know, what have you. And I'm thinking, why are you asking me? You know, I'm your age, you know. but but it was always, you know, kind of like that. And then when I'm like, okay, Lord, all right, so you saying that a big hug is a purpose. Well, how in the world can a hug, you know, be a big hug be purpose? And the more he took me deeper into who I am and to who I am in him, the more I saw that it's really about not so much that physical, but digging deeper into the place of where hurt lives and discouragement lives, and then, you know, loving on it to the point that healing is brought forth, and that person becomes and feels whole, you know, and feeling his love. And when you feel like that, when you get to that place of true love, you know, towards yourself, and acceptance of all the yucky things, all the stuff that you just, oh my gosh, if I could hide, you know, from that. But when you just accept all of that and then realize that he knew about that, you know, before he even created you, and yet he still loves you like that, you know, and it ain't ever going nowhere. It's just like this beautiful gift. And that's exactly what what he wants for us to feel, so that then we can walk in the thing that he has called us to walk in, you know. And it's not just for us, but it's to help other individuals as we, you know, gain relationships or build relationships with other individuals. So yeah, I probably said a lot, but
No, that was good. So would I be right in saying that the biggest hug ever is really like an extension of God's arms?
Yeah,
Like Sonia is an extension of God's arms.
I
So
like
the
that.
hug is not really coming from Sonia, yeah, physically, but this is for somebody else to say, hey, boo, God loves you and he sees you.
Yeah. And if I could, okay, so on my journey of the, finding this, the purpose and everything, and him revealing the hug, I also went through this whole period of, hugging on individuals and then walking away, feeling like, what in the world is going on? Why am I feeling like I'm all going through some emotional turmoil, whatever,
Mm,
inside. And he had to share with me that we all have stuff going on the inside, right?
mhm, mhm,
And the hug that he has given me, I mean, I can feel
mm,
the emotions of other individuals. It's like, and I would take on that, not knowing that that's what I was doing, but because I
mm,
was just like embracing a person because I wanted them to feel him, I
mhm,
wanted them to know it's going to be all right. But I would honestly just, it would, I would take on that, that emotion. And as he, guided me along on how to use that gift, um, it became better. And I understood how to give it back to him. I mean, I can't really
mhm.
explain it, but this is those who have that same gift, they understand exactly
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. And even to, because I'm a hugger, for someone who is not a hugger, right? And who just doesn't like that physical touch, for me to go and want to say, oh, hey, how you doing, or whatever, and they're like, get away from me, or any of that. Initially it was like rejection, and I took it
Okay.
as they were rejecting me. But even in, my conversation with the Lord, he had to share with me, it wasn't about me, it was about whatever was going on in them, you know
Mhm, mhm,
and
mhm,
some people don't want to feel that, some
mhm,
people don't want to feel that emotion so strongly because it brings up um things that are that they're dealing with, you know what I'm saying? So
mhm.
if it was a hurt that somebody doesn't want to feel, they don't want to go back to that time
Yeah.
of when they were hurt. So the easiest thing is to put up a wall, and then sometimes, we don't always realize that that's what we're doing. We don't always realize that there's a wall, but it is for our, protection that we do that. And so it had been a process, definitely, for him to share with me how to walk in that gift and to just kind of define it. So,
So I hear in most of the things that you're saying, you're talking about the Lord, you're talking about God. So where does God fit into all this?
mhm. So a big hug. Okay, so for me, no, I'm not even gonna say just for me. We are created, by the one who created heaven and earth,
Mm-hmm.
and everything um in it. I mean, we are connected to him. There's no way that we can separate ourselves from that. And I know there are some people out there who don't see it, in that manner, but that is my truth and I'm
Mm-hmm.
sticking to it. And he is also the giver of of our gifts and our talents. And he has placed purpose in us. We are born into this world for a reason. And
Mm-hmm.
so there's that connection between purpose and him. So I can, and this is another thing, in reference to that. there are individuals who walk in, purpose. They're doing their thing. They're what I would normally say, light it up. They're lighting lighting it up, and doing things well. But in order to like truly walk in that place that God has called for us to walk in, and in order to do it in an authentic way, we have to be connected to him. I mean, again, he is the giver of gifts. He is the giver of purpose. And so just learning to be authentically you is definitely the key to truly walking in purpose.
So you were walking in this purpose, like you said, way back in middle school, high school, just didn't know that that was your purpose.
Absolutely. I was not, my relationship with the purpose giver wasn't, it hadn't developed. I knew him, I knew of him, but I didn't have a relationship with him.
Okay.
I knew that he was real, because I didn't grow up in the church or anything like that, but I just always had this connection. I just always felt him, there. So as I came to know more of him, sought him out, and he sought me out, it was then that became more, what's the word? It was more evident as to what purpose was, what the Big Hug was, and where it came from.
Okay. Okay. So if you had to just sort of wrap up, who is Sonia Lewis in a couple of sentences? So we know that you're the Big Hug Lady. We know that's a purpose and a gift that God has given you. But how would you tell us, who you are? We're strangers meeting you. How would you introduce yourself?
Outside from, occupation and all of that, I would say that, and outside from being the daughter of the Most High, I would say that I'm a giver, a helper, I'm compassionate.
All things that go right along with that big hug.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll go right along with the big hug.
Yeah. I just have always had a desire to help individuals. And just wanted to see them be the greatest, that they can. And it's like, I can see it in them, and so I push to encourage them to get to that place. But, so yeah.
So what led you to like really seeking out and finding this purpose? Because you said it was always there, but you didn't really realize that that's what it was. So what led you on this path?
Okay, as honestly as I can, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. All right, so initially or before, there were so many distractions. I'm not gonna use the word. I'll change up the word distractions. Life was going on, right? So I was focused on being a mom and a wife and a friend, and I am a licensed minister, so it was like trying to, okay, I'm supposed to do this and do that and so focused on all these other things. But when I after 27, I think it was about 27 years of marriage, I got a divorce. And I decided that the next person that I'm going to fall madly in love with is me.
Yeah.
And when I did that, oh my gosh, you
Mm.
know, and it was just like that was it. There was no other distraction. The focus was, you know, solely on me and my relationship with the one who created me. And I knew that I had to go back to him and be so in tune with him in order to find me, because he created me. You know, he knows exactly why he created me, and you know, every intricate detail of my body he created. And so I had to go back to him in order to find me. And so that's how the journey started. And from there, I I took a good look at myself, and I went deep, and I saw the good, the bad, the indifferent, the,
Yeah.
you know, all of that. And I gave it to him. I told, you know, asked him to show me how to be that person that he has called me to be, and give me guidance and direction. And it's been a process, and it still is a process. You know, I'm still learning what this whole Big Hug Lady thing is all about. And this started during the pandemic, because I am a people person. When the pandemic came about, nobody was hugging, touching, or anything,
Mm.
and I wasn't gonna do it either. So it was, okay, Lord, so what is the way for me to still be able to do that? Um, and it was an avenue to get information out. I have this thing about gathering information and then sharing it, you know, to individuals whom I think would, you know, would need it or whatever. And so I created this whole Big Hug Lady. He gave me the name,
Yeah.
the everything, you know. And it was scary. It was scary putting it out there, because, you know, where for me, I was always concerned about what other people thought and how they were going to take it. But you know, going back to my relationship with him, it was just like, well, if you trust me, you know,
Yeah.
none of that matters anyway, right? You
That's
know,
right. That's
I have
right.
the purpose and the plan for you, not them.
That's
So,
right.
and
Yeah. And when God tells you to do something, it don't matter what nobody else thinks.
hey,
You know, and if you know, if they talked about Jesus, they're gonna talk about you.
right,
Some of them
exactly.
liked him, some of them didn't.
Absolutely. And not everything is for everybody. You
Yeah.
know, the thing that he has for me, I know that this big hug, even the hug, the physical hug, is not for everybody. You know, that he had to show me that on a physical level, you
Okay.
know, that just like you touching everybody is not okay, you know, and not everybody wants to be touched. It is with the same purpose of the Big Hug Lady and its purpose, you know, here in the world, that it's not for everybody, but it is going to be for individuals that I have, and speaking when I say I, him, what that he has assigned me to. And yeah. And so as we continue this conversation to get to the thing, I'll share even more, you know, about that. I don't know if we're
Absolutely.
talking about that right now. So.
I think one of the things that you said is just like so key, is that you said, I learned how to love me.
Mm.
And that's whether you're married, whether you're single, whether you're a teen, whether you're, you know, 40, 50, 60,
Yeah.
just learning how to love you.
Yeah.
And that's what made such a big difference.
Yes. That was it. that was it right there, you know, because as we said, it was always there, you
Mm-hmm.
know, the gift, the purpose, the all of that was always there, but I didn't see it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see it until I took that turn um and gave it back to him. Put my
Yeah.
focus on him. Yeah.
So how are you changing the world with this big hug? I know you have some classes coming up. I know you've got some, you know, what's going on with the Big Hug Lady?
Well, oh my gosh. So I'm telling you, this whole journey, right, of Big Hug, it was like, where is it going, Lord? You know, okay, yeah, I can put this information out. I can, you know, um, have these conversations with other individuals and
Mm-hmm.
spotlight them, you know, to inspire other individuals. And but I'm like, okay, so then what else? You know, does it just stop right there? And that's the key right there. Just constantly asking him questions, you know,
Mm-hmm.
um, the what, the when, the where. Okay, how do I do this? When do I do that? You know, but
Mm-hmm.
giving it back to him. And so as Big Hug Conversations, Big Hug Lady um, was taking root, he nudged me to do the thing that I have been doing like forever, as I even go back to school, um, where I was encouraging others, where I was helping and guiding others through their um, difficulties and um, you know, other issues of their life. And he said, "Okay, we're gonna take this thing public. All right."
Come on now, take it
He was
public.
like, "We're going public. We're going public."
Going
So I'm like,
public.
"Okay, okay." And so he nudged me to begin coaching.
Okay.
Um, and so with that being said, I started my first class last night.
Oh,
Woo!
last
My
night.
pilot program. Yes, 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 yes. The pilot program is called Embrace Purpose, right? Big hug,
Yeah.
embrace. And so I have a group of women, you know, different age ranges, background, race, all of that. And we
Mm-hmm.
had the most amazing conversation. It was just
Mm.
so beautiful. It really was. And that that's the next phase
Okay.
of Big Hug. And it's like there's it's a layer, you know, it's building on one another. But I would have to give um all root. I love you, love you, love you to Miss how do I even want to introduce her? Oh my gosh, Doreen Rainey, Miss
Yeah.
Radical Success herself. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, she is the most awesome coach ever. So anybody out there who is even interested in coaching, or you believe that's your you know, that's where you're headed,
Mm-hmm.
please check her out. Doreen Rainey, I love you.
Doreen, are you listening?
Right, right. You know, I mean, and the interesting thing is I have followed her for so many years.
Uh-huh.
I saw what she did. I saw her transform, you know, individuals. I saw her pour out her heart. She has a passion for people, and she has a
Mm-hmm.
passion to guide, you know, people into that place that, you know, of their purpose and you know, what God has for them to do. And but for so long I was like, that seems so awesome, but I don't know if I could do that. I
Mm.
don't know, you know, I talked myself out of it. But I'm telling you, it just goes back to a relationship with God. He just nudged me again. As a matter of fact, when she decided that she was no longer going to um, do the institute,
Mm-hmm.
for individuals
Mm-hmm.
and to go work for Steve Harvey, I was like, I missed my opportunity. What in the world?
Oh,
I'm like, I waited and waited and waited. I'm like, now she's gone. So, but I believe she said she was with him for about like 5 years or so.
okay.
Decided to come back and to her first love, and that is to the people. And I was like, Lord, you just know that.
Second chance.
Absolutely. And he said, here it is. Either you're gonna take it, you're gonna lose it,
Yeah.
And so she has guided me along the way. Just giving, I don't know if you want to share, we in the class together.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We got certification, certified to do the daggone thing. But she has just truly been um this guiding force, of just helping and guiding and giving everything that one needs in order to
Mm-hmm.
get to that place, and
Mm-hmm.
not just the tools, but her heart is the
Yeah.
thing that I love, her passion for people and that encouragement that she constantly gives to say, I mean, it's in you, you already doing it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
um so with that, yes, and again, I go back to just with school and helping other individuals along the way on a personal level through church, as a associate minister, a youth pastor, all of that, and I have been doing it, and so now
Mm-hmm.
he's like, okay, your gift is gonna make room for you, and so I am excited about that and the greater that he has in store for me.
It's exciting. So we have minister, coach, program is now up and running,
Yes.
and it's called Embrace
Embrace
Purpose.
purpose. Uh-huh.
Embrace Purpose. So if people sign up for Embrace Purpose, what is the thing that they will walk away with?
Oh my gosh. This is a path to purpose.
Okay.
The one thing that I can forever ever say is that I can't, and no one can take a person and say, okay, we're going to take 10 weeks
Mm-hmm.
and bam, you're going to know what your purpose is, or you're going to be walking in it, and lighting the thing up. No, it is a path. It is a
Mm-hmm.
journey. It's a
Mm-hmm.
process to purpose. But the thing that I do is guide a person along. And there's so much to getting to your purpose. It's not just about, oh, the thing that you do well. But as God guides us and takes us um, to a greater place within not just ourselves, but in Him, so that we can um, do the thing that He has called us to do. He takes all of our experiences, all of our ups, downs, all our failures, all our wins, all of those things make up who we are.
Mm-hmm.
And they lay a path, right? So um, I help an individual see that,
Mm-hmm.
um, and guide them through to the place where they are in the perfect position to walk now into purpose,
Okay.
you know?
Okay.
Um, and so I use, there is if anyone has heard about the ACEs program. So there will be different tests where one would find out, it'll take you into traumas, how in the world do I want to say?
You don't have to tell us the whole program, but listen,
Okay,
if y'all want to know
thank
more
you.
about Embrace Purpose, then check in with Sonia. Check in
Thank
with
you.
Sonia. Embrace Purpose. That is what is going on right now. And I'm hearing that all of these years and all of the things that you've been through, that now you have yourself formalized it through being a licensed minister, through being a certified coach. It is taking all of your experiences and now putting formality to it and saying, hey, this is how I can help you.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. You articulated that quite well.
This how we gonna lay it out.
Yeah.
This is how we gonna lay it out.
Yeah.
I mean, but there's so many people who are searching for purpose, and their life is really off track because they feel like, I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know why I'm here. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And this is a program which takes them on a journey to get you, like you said, in the proper position to hear what your purpose is. I don't want to say receive, because it's already yours.
Yeah.
You were given that from the time you were born.
Right.
But to walk in that thing, or to know what it is.
Right.
To know
Absolutely.
what it is. And usually it's something that we've been doing our whole life and just haven't been able to tie the pieces together.
Absolutely.
And you're here to hug all those pieces together.
Tied up, just like a big hug. Just
Put
like a big hug.
Yeah.
That's right. Like a big hug.
But while you're going through, it may not have a bow.
Right.
It may be challenging, like you said, going through the traumas and the things like that. But in the end, it's going to be wrapped in a nice package.
Absolutely. And I mean, it's going to feel like a big hug when you finish.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes. So I want to ask, does anybody have any questions, or let me just ask you this, because I'm going to look down because I see that there are some comments here. So as we are talking about this big hug, I am a hugger, but I do like getting hugs. Hugs really mean something to me.
Yeah.
So as we're talking about the Big Hug Lady, I know you have got so much love to give and to share and to spread, whether it's with your family, whether it's with your clients, because when you're helping somebody to walk through purpose, or walk to their purpose, being a client becomes a little bit more intimate. A little bit more intimate, and a hug is intimate.
Right.
Absolutely. A hug is intimate. So what would you say to someone who's like, I don't know about this hug stuff. I'm a little bit on the fence. It sounds like something I might need, might want, but I ain't quite there yet. What would you say to that person?
I would say be open, because that being open is the very thing that's going to get you to your purpose anyway, whether it's a hug or not, because you have to be open to hear God, open to know that he speaks in many ways, open to him guiding you and taking you through some things that look crazy, to our mind. It's like, wait a minute, I don't understand, that just don't seem right.
Yeah, that don't feel good.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't feel good, but then at the same time, are you sure about that?
Yeah.
But that's how he operates, in that manner. But really all he's trying to do is get you to trust him,
Yeah.
So definitely be open to it. And even individuals who may not be on a spiritual path, right? I'm trying to figure out if how I want to say it, but just be open. I
Because
know not
purpose is
every,
purpose.
yeah, yeah, right. Yes,
Purpose is
absolutely.
purpose.
Absolutely. Yeah, but he's that one that puts that light, you know,
Yes.
that ignites the light in the purpose, you
So
know.
is your client the Christian client?
So perfect question. Thank you for asking that. Um, yes and no. So
Okay.
my client is um yes, spiritual, um, not traditional, not religious,
Mm-hmm.
um, but spiritual. As a matter of fact, I have an individual who I was in contact with. They wanted to take my class. And the conversation that we had was, well, I'm not, when it comes to, you know, religion and the spiritual aspect of it, I am not there, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm wondering if this was the question that they posed, wondering if that would interfere with me actually getting to the place that I need to
Okay.
get to. And my response to them was absolutely not. It wouldn't interfere because again, there is a path, there's a journey, there's a guide to purpose.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're open enough and don't allow, you know, just that whole mindset of religion and all of
Yes.
that to get in the way, then you're gonna find your spot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get
Mm-hmm.
there. So no, I am open to all. As a matter of fact, um, just being a person who likes to help individuals and who had conversations and encouraged other individuals, even as a minister, understanding that not everybody is on the same, you
Yeah.
know, mindset, same path, same level.
Mm-hmm.
And so if I can and could help and guide them,
Mm-hmm.
then, you know, I could do the same thing in this particular program. And so that goes back to the example of the things that we are do in this life, you know, like me being that encourager, me being him open the door for me being a minister, and you
Mm-hmm.
know, all of those are the elements needed for me to coach. You know,
Yeah.
it's just
Yes.
it's the same. And so
Yes.
I'm always amazed at how he operates, you know, and how we look, and if we're not careful, then we'll see it as being separate. But he is so intertwined in every aspect of our lives, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
just, I believe our, you know, sometimes our perspective is off or we just don't quite see it, but he's there, right there, guiding and directing and braiding it all
Absolutely.
together.
Absolutely. So as you were talking, I was kind of looking through the comments a little bit. So I don't see any questions in here, but I see some comments that position is so important. I see embrace purpose. Amen. Will be a blessing to so many. Um, Yvonne says, not just physically, but mentally as well, talking about the big hug. You have such a genuine soul. I'm glad God used you, Sonia Lewis. And then Nana says, congratulations, wishing you great success.
Oh,
Wishing you great success. So, I mean, there are people who want to see this program just take off because it's a blessing to the world. It's a blessing to, you know, when we say the world, we always start with the individual. And so the program looks at individuals. So this program is a blessing to individuals who will then go and impact the world.
oh yes, 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 yes. And light that thing up.
Light it up. Like we are waiting we are waiting. The world is waiting for you to be in your purpose.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We're
I mean,
waiting.
there are so many people who are like struggling in where they are in their life because they are waiting for you,
Yeah.
to
Mm.
do what you're supposed to be doing so that
Yeah.
you can find them and they can find you, so you can impart that thing that you are supposed to. There are individuals uh, who are hurting, individuals who are contemplating just giving up, taking their life altogether because they're waiting for you. I'm not just talking about you, Debbie, but I'm talking about whoever's
Yeah.
watching. They wait for you
Yeah.
to, begin asking. If you don't even know what you're supposed to be doing, begin asking God, what in the world, am I here for? What is my purpose? And make it plain,
Yeah.
and I'm telling you, he will do just that, um, and it definitely would take a mindset of just being open to whatever. I mean, if God could speak to a donkey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And have him
Mm-hmm.
do what he needed him to do,
Come on.
then, be open to know he can move in many ways and he can speak. We just have to be willing and open to, hearing and move outside the box. He moves outside the box,
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
I have a question and
Okay.
let me see how you answer this one. And it was like, no, Deb, I'm not answering that. That's fine too.
Okay.
So my question is, what would you say is your coaching style? What would you say? Like for me, I know some people have kind of like deemed me Claire Huxtable,
Okay.
where it's like, kind of sweet. I'm gonna walk you through it, but I'm gonna put your big girl boots on now.
Okay.
Not tomorrow, but now, and we know like Doreen, she's going to be like, okay, and why did you do that? And why did you do that?
Right.
And why, and tell me why. And okay, but
right.
but why? She's going to get to the root of it. And she's the one, she's more of the more like, I'm in your face right now. And
right.
What would you say is your coaching style?
Ooh, wow. Okay, so I would say my style is it is it's different. It's multifaceted. It's like do I want to say like a quiet storm? I will I guide a person through,
Okay.
I'll let them talk and share and then kind of just reveal that. Well, I don't know.
What do you think showed up last night? Was it the sister, the mother, the girl, get your stuff together? Or all of the above?
Yeah. It was I would probably say all of the above. And I wouldn't say not to get yourself together, because what I understand is that we are not perfect. Not any person on this earth is perfect, And so I am a person who I share my flaws, because I truly believe that as I am the most authentic that I can be, as I begin to be an open book, then it helps another person, one, to let down their guard, because we're always trying to, I don't want them to see this. I don't want them to see that,
because nobody wants to be hurt.
Right, exactly, or looked at like, some kind of sideways or whatever. So that's what I do. I believe I just kind of share. I open up my wounds. I let you see. I let you see my wounds, you know, my
Yeah.
scars,
Yeah.
and let them know it's all good. It really is. But
And that's part of what God does is he takes what you've been through. He can take your wounds and your battle scars and help somebody else to get on the right path.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, it lets you know that your wounds are not for nothing,
Right.
but they're serving a purpose.
Right. But and you know what? The thing is that we the thing that we want to do is hide them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't
Mm-hmm.
we want to hide them because we don't want
Mm-hmm.
anybody to know, oh my gosh, you did that. Or oh my,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Look, it is scary. It is scary to open yourself up. And we
Mm-hmm.
understand too who and when to open up to, you know.
Right. Right.
Um, but definitely that's the key. And I believe that's why it's so hard for us to
Mm-hmm.
open up, to be vulnerable, is because God needs us to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Mm-hmm.
that thing of the world that tries to keep him quiet, to try to
Mm-hmm.
keep his work, to try to keep God's work quiet and undone, you know. But if we just get to that place of knowing that those scars and those wounds are for purpose,
Yeah.
and I'm just going to share whenever he tell me to share, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and that everything's going to be all right. You know, in the midst of it, I think we'll be good.
So if there's what is something that you feel comfortable sharing with us that we don't already know about you?
Mm. Comfortable
I know you just
in
became you have a new grandbaby.
oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Let's hear about that.
Woo! Oh my goodness. I had the most, okay, just got back from Germany on Friday. Spent a month there, and it was the most amazing thing. First of all, to be in a whole nother country, but to be there with, you know, my son. Went to help them with their new baby, but to just be in the midst of them. I mean, all that whole encounter, that is another thing, you know, that God is doing. And to break down uh places where I had a little fear, you know, or
Mm-hmm.
anxiety of, and traveling. First of all, with COVID, I'm like, shut everything down. You know, I got masks on, I got gloves and all of this. And this is how I operated, you know, even at work. And so when my son and daughter-in-law said they needed help, it was like, okay. And I, even in all of that, you know, praying and asking God, is this what you need me to do? You
Yeah.
know, and so with me relying on him, I was so free on the plane, in the
Mm-hmm.
airport, you know, yeah, I still covered up, but I was free. I didn't have that same anxiety that, you know, I'd had before. And the favor of the Lord, let me tell you, on both there and coming back, I had whole 3 seats to myself. I was able to lay
Mm-hmm.
out and just relax and
Mm-hmm.
look out of that window to see the amazing sky. You know, I mean, being above, I'm like, Lord, you are so awesome to
Yeah.
put people, right? A whole bunch of people in this vehicle and put it in the sky and it stay there, you know, and until it gets to its destination. And as I say that, that's what he does with us. And that's like
Yeah.
what he's trying to do with us, right? Some of us are, we still just sitting on the
Mm-hmm.
platform, you know, we won't go
Mm-hmm.
anywhere. And then there's those others that he's, you know, they're about to take off, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and until we get to that place of being comfortable in that space, you know, comfortable in who we are in him. And then, I mean, until we get to that destination that he has called us to, as far as our purpose, our you know, whether it's on our job or just individuals or whatever it is that he has for us. It yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing.
That's so nice. And congratulations.
Thank you.
Being a grandma. I mean, you know,
3 times over, 3 times.
Yeah,
So
come on
3
now.
girls.
Triple.
Yeah. Triple threat.
Yeah, triple threat. Nana or not Nana or Nana, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Jordan. She says, maybe your style is to match the situation at hand. One size does not fit all. Absolutely right. One size does not fit all. One size does not fit all.
I like that, Nana. Thank you.
Yeah, Nana.
Right.
So I would just encourage anyone who's interested in taking that course, Embrace Purpose, to get in touch with you.
Yes.
To get in touch with you. And through talking to you, you'll see if your styles match. Absolutely. You know, because you said, I'm not for everybody. Right. But get in touch, reach out to Sonia so you'll know if Sonia is for you. You know that your styles match up, because beginning to walk in your purpose is just such an incredible thing.
Absolutely. And one thing I can do, right? If you're not a match, we're not a match. I know other coaches, you know,
right.
And so I could definitely direct them. As a matter of fact, since we're on this conversation, or we're on this particular subject, you too, Miss Debbie, are a coach, and there are some married individuals on this call. There are some who are engaged. And so if you are married, engaged, I would say reach out to Miss Claire Huxtable herself. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But I love Miss Claire. I mean, she had it going on. Everybody loves her. So just go on and take it. It's a good compliment. But definitely reach out to her. She is. Your program is starting soon, correct?
My program starts. This round starts on Monday. As a matter of fact, it starts on Monday. The Happy Married Couples Masterclass. It starts on Monday. Awesome. Yeah. Thank you for mentioning that.
You want to share a little more about that?
Well, I mean, if anybody's interested in it, you can look me up on social media. I'm on there as Deborah L. Mills, or the Happy Married Couples. You can also I think I have a sheet on there which gives kind of a breakdown of it, but we're going to spend this time on you. I'm happy to help any of the married folks. I mean, that's my lane. I can help the individuals as well, but marriage is my thing. You know, I'm just have a heart for the married couples, but we're going to focus this thing on you so they can find me if they want to find me. But I want you to tell people how to go look up your class. What do they do? Do they just call you, email you? What would somebody do? And also, if somebody has a question, go ahead and type that in, because I can see now what you're saying. So type that in if you have a question for Sonia as we wrap up.
Okay. So yes, individuals can reach me, whether they have my cell number, you can reach me that way, but definitely through email, the Big Hug Lady at biggesthugever.com.
Okay.
You can email me there, or reach out to me on Facebook, Big Hug Lady, or my personal Facebook page, but either way. Yep.
Okay. Is it okay if they DM you?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so they can DM you on your personal Facebook page, or your Biggest Hug Lady Facebook page, or if you know Sonia personally, you just said it's okay just to shoot you a text or something. Yes. So that's an option for those who know you personally. So I have one last question. And the question is, I'm going to read my question verbatim so that I don't mess it up.
Okay.
Without ever speaking a word, a big hug says so much. It says, I love you. It says, I'm sorry. It says, I'm so happy for you. If you could give the world a big hug, what would it say? And what would you hope it produces?
I would say to love yourself. That just seems so vague, but be kind and loving to yourself. Because in that, you'll find the treasure that God placed in you. You will find Him. You will find yourself. You will find your purpose. You will find joy. You will find happiness. You will find peace. You will find loving kindness. You will find, just confidence. If you would just love you and be kind to you, yes, that's what I would say. Give yourself a big hug. That would be the big hug for you.
Yeah.
And I think so often we don't, and especially, we can be so hard on ourselves, even trying to be better, trying to be a better person. That mindset can tell you that you're not doing it well, and instead of encouraging you, that it's okay. It really is okay, and it's gonna be fine. So yes, that's it. Oh my gosh, Debbie, thank you. Thank you.
This has been a takeover.
Hey. I so thank you. And this came about because I know but other individuals do not know this. This came about because we were in our session and I was talking about how hard it was for me to share me. I can put everybody out there and light them up and, put them on display and just tell the world about everybody else and what they're doing. And, but when it comes to myself, I struggled there, I really struggled. And so then you said, how about we do a big hug takeover? And I interviewed you. Yes. And it was like, yeah. And even in that, Debbie, that was God. I felt that, him saying yes. It was like he just perfectly aligned that whole conversation because we had a speaker, in our class at that time. And how I don't like speaking up in class, but I did that day. And those are the things that he just kind of puts into play. And so I thank you for bringing that up and you just doing the daggone thing. And
here's I'm gonna tell you the same thing that you're telling everybody else.
Okay.
The world is waiting for your gift. And nobody can explain it and shout it from the rooftop like you can. So it's not a tooting your own horn or a braggadocious thing, but it's like, hey, this is what God has given me to share. And if you need what I have, come on and get it. And that's basically what Jesus did. He says, this is what the Father has given me to share. Now, and if you want to take part in it, come on and get it. He didn't make anybody come. He didn't force them to come. But he says, this is the gift that has been given me.
Amen.
If you're willing to receive the gift, come on. And that's all you're doing.
Girl.
That's all you're doing.
You see, I love it. I love it. I love
That's
how you
it.
put that thing. I love it. Thank you.
That's
Thank
it.
you. Oh my
So
gosh.
the Father has allowed us to meet Miss Sonia Lewis in a different light as the licensed minister and the certified coach who is helping people to acknowledge and embrace their purpose.
Amen.
So if you are ready to embrace your purpose, or you need help figuring out what your purpose is, or hearing from God, then this is the class for you. So get in contact, because the gift is ready. The gift is waiting if you are ready to receive the gift.
Amen. Amen.
Yes, 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 yes.
That was good.
Well, I'm gonna let you wrap it up. How do you want to close this thing out?
All right, all right. Well, first of all, again, I just say thank you, Miss Mills. Thank you. I bless you, and God will bless you
Oh,
too for just being such a blessing unto me, and to help guide me and direct me, even in my little, my little issues of myself, and to perfectly articulate all of that, and how to share me with the world. So I thank you. And for each and every one of you who took the time to stop by, to listen, to hear, to receive, I say thank you. Oh my gosh, this has been an incredible moment. I just so look forward to the great and gorgeous thing that God has for, not just for me, but for you. I love to hear about all that He is doing in you and with you, and would love, 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 love the opportunity to help guide you even closer to it. So if you're interested, feel free to reach out to me. I just can't thank you enough for who you are, and for you just being a support to me. So, as always, super duper gorgeous blessings to you, and what the biggest hug ever!
yeah.
Yay! Thank you, Debbie. I love you. I love you, love you, love you.
Love you right back.
Woo! And I got to give a shout out again to my my coach, Miss Doreen Rainey. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. I bless you. And you keep doing that thing, and pouring your passion into others.
Yeah.
So, all right, until next time, y'all keep on lighting up. And cultivate positive things in this beautiful world. All right, Miss Debbie, I love you again. Big hug to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.